Gurmalgath Cahirlock, and thank you, Minister, for coming to the House today. I'm seeking clarity from the Department of Education on a permanent school building for Gaelscoil Áine in Glasnevin. Gaelscoil Áine is a wonderful multi-denominational primary Irish language-based primary school. It was established over 3 years ago now. It is temporarily located in the Whitehall College of Education on Movie Road, right adjacent to Nafina GAA Club and other community facilities. It is, a wonderful school, primary school. It has 3 classes at the moment. As I say, it's temporarily located in the Whitehall Community College on the first floor, and the classrooms are wonderful. It's an old building, but it's been fitted out to a really high standard. Talking about ventilation, there's fabulous ventilation, but there's good, proper, purpose-built toilets, and there's a recreational room, and it's pobl iontoch é. So the school, though, however, is in a temporary facility, and it is oversubscribed. For this September coming in 2022, they actually don't have a classroom for their junior infants class, and they had over 120 applications for junior infants this year, and they don't even have a classroom, to accommodate maybe 20 or 30. So you can see the problem. It's fairly obvious. In the building itself, on the second floor, there is spare capacity. It's vacant capacity, and it seems to me, to my untrained eye, like an obvious immediate solution for the Department of Education to support what is a really strong board of management and a wonderful principal and teachers to actually just expand into that second floor. I'm hoping today, Minister, you've been sent with some good news about their immediate needs, so that you can advise me and the House on what the immediate solution is for their immediate needs. And secondarily, I hope you will also be able to advise, as my commencement matter called for, on the location of a permanent school for that building. Because, as I said, the school was set up just over 3 years ago, and in those 3 years, despite not having a permanent school, and despite an uncertainty over a permanent school location, the school is going from strength to strength. It is building a very strong reputation within the immediate community and wider community. It is really important that the department supports this school. It's a school that is already thriving, but with the continued support of the department, it can really flourish. So I'm hoping today, Minister, you've been sent with an answer on the immediate needs for the temporary accommodation, and secondarily, a permanent school location for the school. Gurmalgath.
Thank you. Minister.
Thank you, and I'd like to thank you, Senator, for raising this matter, and it provides with the opportunity to clarify the current position relating to Gaelscoil Áine's school accommodation on behalf of the Minister. Gaelscoil Áine opened in 2019 and was established in vacant accommodation in the OPW building known as Coláiste Cuiving, St Movie Road, Drumcondra, Dublin 9. The department facilitated refurbishment works in the building in 2019 to provide 3 classrooms along with some auxiliary accommodation for the school, of which you're very familiar. The current enrolment in the school in September 2021 is 70 pupils, and as part of the 20-year strategy for the Irish language 2010 to 30, the department has committed to creating opportunities for expanding Irish medium education outside the Gaeltacht in the context of the April 2018 announcement on the establishment of 42 new schools from 2019, which affords particular consideration to the establishment of Gaelscoil, Gaelscoil Áine and Éanad Lán Gaeilge as part of the patronage process. Since the April 2018 announcement, the number of new schools to be established over the period from 2019 to meet a demographic demand has increased to 47 schools. This includes 8 Gaelscoil Áine and a Gaelscoil Áine arising from the transition of an Éanad into a standalone Gaelscoil Áine. With regards to Scoil Áine's future accommodation, a permanent site for a new school has been identified, and the department is in advanced discussions with another public body to acquire a site. However, due to the confidential nature of these discussions, It is not possible to provide further information at this time, and I'll ask the Minister and the Department to keep the patron informed of any key developments in advancing the permanent site for the school. In tandem with the site acquisition, the Department has been working to put interim accommodation arrangements in place for the school for September 2022 and will be engaging with the patron of the school shortly in relation to this.
Senator?
Yeah, Gur Mágat, Minister, and I really do appreciate that you've been sent in here just to respond on this issue. And I acknowledge, and the school acknowledges and is really appreciative of the support the Department has given in the setting up of the school and the fitting out of Closh Cuivine to meet their needs in the immediate. I have to say, really find it disappointing that the Department says two things in this reply. One, it says that it is on the job, it has identified a site, and that it is working to secure that site. I appreciate the confidentiality of contract negotiations. We all do. We're adults. The school community appreciates that as well. And I just do not understand how and why the Department would move ahead to acquire a site and not even consult in a confidential way directly with the school. They're the people who will have to operate it. They're the people who know the immediate needs in the area. So I really urge you, Minister, to go back and encourage the Department to maybe just review its practices in terms of how it's conducting its consultation. And secondarily, in terms of the short-term immediate needs, I don't understand why they can't be dealing directly with the principal. We're in January now. Anybody who has a child going to school is looking for a place. Very hard for parents to commit to send their children to a school that can't show them a classroom that the child is going to go into. That's just an unreasonable request and an unreasonable burden to be putting on a principal and a voluntary board of management. And I think the Department of Education need to step up to the plate, and I'd like to see a date for a meeting with the board of management and with the school within the next couple of weeks. Gur Mágat.
Minister?
Thanks. I'd like to thank you once again, Senator, for giving the opportunity to outline the position in relation to Gaelscoil Áine to the House. As I said, the Department have identified a site, and you absolutely agree with the confidentiality, but I would have thought that maybe the school principal and the school would be consulted with. But also regarding a meeting with the Department and the voluntary board and the principal, I'll bring your concerns back to the Minister and try to get this progressively as quickly as possible.
Perfect.